Well, great to be back on Saban Media Sports, a strong YouTube, and like I always do, it always ready to serve you the best of sport and content. You remove what the Baba Nyara Sport Stadium after 90 minutes. Kotoko, Womo and Shebi, Aduana Stars and so and Shebi. Good game by all standards in terms of competition, in terms of aggression. Near day, penalty shootouts on the Aduana Stars. A win here by 4 goals to 2. Now, goalkeeper Prince will say it's able 3 spot kicks in that game because Samba Ndungani or no penalty no save here. And during the penalty shootout, and so Saka Dauda and Kwame Poku were so penalty no save here. Emma Aduana Stars were more in the MTN FA Cup. Kotoko, they cannot defend the competition they won last season because they've been kicked out of the competition. Now, Coach Karim Zito pressure neba after the game. Open ekasai and in summer what it true jano yenemo ebedi hun komo supporters ni bi buofu almost Karim Zito eya ne hu hia kra so obekasa after Kotoko womo edin kuguo. Now you right game nemo na yenewo edin komo after game ne home show so beko YouTube no subscribe to Saban Media Sports Extra for the very best of sport and content. Going into the game, Kotoko against Aduana Stars, 16 matches, and an course where the Baba Nyara Sports Stadium, Aduana winning back, Kotoko winning 9, and at the rest of the matches ending in draws. Intina optimism, a high, Kotoko ebe winning, and also on the backdrop of Kotoko's poor performance against Heart of Lions, now supporters and we expect a reaction. If you Kotoko Mranti and Honomo, Yehun Hawa, Nana Pinkra. And in paying for out to more Kotoko boys in the team come. So the motivation wise and intrinsically the boys were motivated. Extrinsically they were also motivated against Aduana Stars because and all about the football of the pitching so home common so no Ayana is so interesting. So Kotoko against Aduana Stars, a lot is at stake when it comes to that game. And I know Aduana Stars also came in verified and also looking at the chance. So almost to beat me qualify to the next stage of the competition. Throughout the history of Aduana Stars, they are yet to win the MTN FA Cup. They won the Ghana Premier League 2010, 2017, Omunye MTN FA Cup and that. The game way now a lot at stake. Now, for the first half, I'll give it to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I think first 20 minutes, me share them Kotoko this season or mounting pressure in the attacking third of the opponent's half. Especially first 20 minutes me who be there because it was all about Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Pressure from everywhere on the field. Prince Badu with the aggression, the likes of Morofin Donzo in the attacking third, Johnson Opon, the likes of Albert Amwa, Samba Ndungani Oneo, Joseph Amwa, Emmanuel Korte. First half na the first 20 minutes, na Kotoko top pressure, Aduana Stars. And I don't know, Hugo Aresteka, I don't know if it was a strategy. Say, Omobeye very conservative. And I say, Omo beat me, I sit back, no mama Kotoko, let me show what they have. And after some minutes, they will come out from their shell and decide to control the game. I don't know if that was their strategy, but the first 20 minutes was all about Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and that resulted in a penalty for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Samba Ndungani Oneo, who has been very instrumental for Kotoko this season, stepped up and Prince Osei saved his penalty kick. Now, it was good. Say Kotoko assistant coach confirm yes Samba and Kotoko #1 penalty taker, and against 11 Wonders he scored, against Baseke Holy Stars he also scored, but this time round Prince Osei was on hand to deny Samba Ndungani Oneo the opener for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Rebound came from Morofin Donzo, and Prince Osei again stepped up and Utmi Emeki save. Now from the 30th minute going, and I who said Aduana Stars are back game the most strongly, especially midfield. The likes of Salim, the likes of Seydou Sana, na Oma back game in midfield, and me who say Aduana put their passes together beautifully, no more control game on them. But intermittently, it was a bit intermittent because na Kotoko suit me back ebe game nibi. But baby I'm the Kotoko no. The first 20 minutes, that pressure from Kumasi Asante Kotoko was something else. Now, after the break, enemy who say Aduana Stars are taking over. Do na Kotoko eba game anymore, but when it comes to saying control game, no, especially midfield battle, no, second half, no, I will give it to Aduana Stars. Our officiating was a big issue because the kind of tackles I'm witnessing and no, not any good for association football. Now some of the tackles were too reckless. Some of the tackles now career-threatening tackles. Na minim dintia the referee of the day. Na Maxwell untimi show ne cars no because clearly some of the tackles any leg biana competition bian kebe red cast inti emma the beauty of the game no na yenya sa na referee no minhu how opese game no utimi handle no, especially I don't know if he was trying to be economical with his cars, but it really affected the beauty of the game. And back to what I was saying, the second half I will give it to Aduana Stars because of how they were able to manage the game and also the midfield battle they took over from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now Morofin Donzo is Sabono Emma Albert Amwa and a second half no na fi obo number 9 Emma Asante Kotoko with Johnson Opon and the right side in so you won't say Yunus Adams if you bench a baby take over, but Yunus Adams is a far knock and that tackle was very nasty. Me who Emmanuel quoted and not me crash me because player where you play be a watne fee because of ACL watne fee for close to 6 months. No one making a comeback. Now over tackle I dey call Emmanuel quoted so Yunus at the end went to me and continue with the game. So enunti enana me lay emphasis on the kind of tackles are near koso. Now referring so yes or yeah economical it was that bad. Now for the second half, at a point in time, it was Albert Amwa leading the line for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, but Alex Boachemo and Steven Anochi Bedumo na omajide chire hono pa. One mistake Anochi Bedu ye no eno na Hubert Jawu itimi e fan ho e puti ball no into the box, but na Kwame Poku was not close to the scene, was not in that good position obitimi e put the ball at the back of the net. Goalkeeper Prince was say make a good save on that occasion. Now the game traveled and Aduana came in strongly. Womunso Enya some decent chances, but I think Kotoko had everything under control in defense. Couple of penalty shouts for Aduana Stars. Benjamin Chivagnon on one occasion there was a touch on him, but referee was not interested. I don't know if referee he deemed it as a bit soft on the part of Chivagnon and Kotoko. So Saka Dauda eba game no one sunya chance be a good call for a penalty, but referee was not really interested. So the game ended 0-0, and I think it was a game both teams should send why ready. So maybe to me I progress to the next stage of the competition, but I think the chance nanke beat me do Kotoko across the next stage of the competition, probably because the 0-0 a Samba or no penalty went to me and put the ball at the back of the net. But Samba you be a to me can ask him too much because you how was save Kotoko this season and how he has been the best player for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, still the best player. So somebody I believe the supporters and one more Eddie Ebecheno. Now penalty shootouts. I think for penalties today, a bit to me, I will be especially our part of the world. What they to they take their time and they rehearse on penalties. Yeah, how we take penalties a bit serious with no disrespect to any football. You know, I'm not disrespecting any football, but penalties today, so we taking it serious. Cry now. Bibia yenye part of the world now. May say 50-50. Mrofunu na yo mutimi invest in say practice penalties, yempe set piece coach, yempe coach obitimi achire boys and the technique ye dey ball penalties. Yen yana yen sheda and spending too much time when it comes to studying how to take penalties. And I said penalty by how I be keke ball yana and spend it too much time. The penalties here are part of the world. 50-50. Now for goalkeeper Prince was say how I would me save somebody you know. And me who say goalkeeper we winning penalty eche. Yeah, because somebody delay kakra ansa na oko akwakọ keke ball no and o save sa sport keke no. Now for Kumasi Asante Kotoko Alex Boache penalty what the two a left and a Mohamed Kamara is save Kwame Poku was up next. Kwame Poku the so for the two right na power him and a Prince was say is save the next person was Daniel Kwame or the two left. Daniel Kwame Awuni or the two left. Bono eto atenemo. And Samba will no stepped up. On also share into na kwa 1-1. And Dawuda Sidibe player number 27 jersey for Adriana. At the two right or share. Saka Dauda near expected to obeshe. On also the two right. And my Prince was say isi vuye na Charles Kamara James will flip bench in a buyer. On also the two right share. Abetamo stepped up and he also scored. And remember Adumakun na Osha game no over. And he stepped up and he scored. Kotoko ebeshe ne de ne kura anka still ne be difference one. So Aduana Stars and omo winning by 4-2. Now post-match interview Karen Zito or say even in Europe one match because so Man United MTN FA Cup Team B one shede needing ebeyi ni free mu na ono de he is building, he is trying to build something for Kumasi Asante Kotoko and his supporters it was a post-match be surprisingly now me happy when they approach and make us say uluzu match na message and forget about post-match interviews because the communication and said let me put it that way ntiasie no emame no na enye okay sir because supporters ebuafu while can say he knows that the supporters are agitated so you don't go with that approach say build it at the end of our build work Kotoko at the end I will build it. Let them know that it was a game that you came in, the boys tried their best, they put everything on the line, but sometimes penalties it means a comma team. It means to comma the opponent. So this is a game you tried your best, but your best was not enough, and that you are going to really work hard. Come next week, Sunday, against Accra House of Folk. Bet tries will be put to a big smile on the face of the supporters. That is it. You don't go there and you are trying to make it look like yes, Hakewa supporters in train as your best Hakewa or the as why you're ready, and that approach is not really the best. So his post-match interview, na opposite supporters na TSC even in Europe, na FA Cup, ne cup competitions, results ni beat me by clubs and supporters in TSC. Or no, they will build something for Kotoko. So you're Kotoko fan. Na ubinya butrama no se wunya butren so amane so fine. Or no, they ni post-match na any interesting, but that is what happened today at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Aduana Stars winning by 4-2 on penalties. Other matches at 2 January round 16 stage in the CBT 11 Wonder 0 at Tram the VCA for Nations FC 2 Swedru All Blacks 1 Mediama 0 Samata 0 Mediama won by 4-2 Kotoko 0 Aduana Stars or Aduana FC 0 4-2 on penalties. Victory for Aduana Stars. Bekum Chelsea 1, Tamale City 0. Now True Life 2, Heart of Lions 3, Techima Liberty U 3, RTU 0, Dreams FC 4, Inter Allies 2. The next stage, a round of 8, and that's a round 8 stage, and no any date me call so in the MTN FA Cup. So Kotoko, if they really want to qualify for Africa, be it the CAF Confederations Cup or the CAF Champions League, there is only one way out, and that is to lift or win the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League trophy. The second window has been closed by Aduana Stars, so only one way out. That is, of course, to win the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League. And I'm asking, me pay view in the comment section. Mon drop more comments in the Can Kotoko win the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League with coach Karim Zito? Let me hear from you in the comment section. I dropped the curtain down on today's segment, and the segment was all about Kumasi Asante Kotoko, their defeat to Aduana Stars in the MTN FA Cup. That's the end. Have a wonderful day.